Thank you, Provost Lavelle. Let's shift our attention again back to students. I know of no one who has a better vision regarding students and the future of the University of North Dakota than Provost Lavelle's counterpart, the Vice President of Student Affairs, Lori Reeser. Since coming to UND, Dr. Reeser has been a wonderful collaborator and a champion of the interests of the University of North Dakota's student body. I know that Dr. Reeser also is honored that all of you would join us today as she sings happy birthday to her very good friend, our Chief Development Officer, Deanna Carlson Zink. With that, Dr. Reeser.
Be glad I can't sing, Deanna. I'm just going to let it go there. So, today we're celebrating a successful fundraising campaign of North Dakota Spirit, the Campaign for UND. And this campaign celebrates philanthropy. And when we think about that term more deeply, we realize it has many different meanings. According to Wikipedia, philanthropy is, quote, the love of humanity, in the sense of caring for, nourishing, developing, enhancing what it is to be human. The passage goes on to describe more modern definitions of philanthropy, concluding that philanthropy may be best defined as, quote, private initiatives for public good, focusing on quality of life. But North Dakota Spirit, the Campaign for UND, represents the love of humanity that so many people have for the University of North Dakota. It represents their hard work, generosity, and love. And as people have told me their own UND stories, I've come to realize that this love of the university is often linked to the life-changing experiences they had as students. These experiences include what they learned in the classroom from the best faculty, the friends and or life partners they met, the mentors who challenged them, or the leadership skills they developed through their student involvement. But whatever their experience, something happened to them at UND that changed their lives significantly, enabled them to be successful in life in many ways, and especially financially. So many people have contributed to the success of this campaign, and I want to thank the faculty and staff in the past and currently who continue to do this work every day, educating students and changing their lives forever. Our appreciation also goes to the UND Alumni and Foundation staff for their hard work, dedication, and commitment to reaching this significant goal. It's their job to tell our stories, to show why students need more scholarships to pay for their college education, to talk about the impact an endowed chair can have on an academic program, to show the difference new facilities can make in students' experiences on campus, such as this beautiful Gretzky Center, which allows every prospective student and family to walk in and to see the history and the rich legacy of UND. We're incredibly fortunate to have the leadership of Tim O'Keefe, Deanna Carlson-Zink, Laura Block, Bob Knudsen, and their talented staff. These colleagues show their commitment by traveling many, many miles and spending many hours advocating for UND and raising funds to make UND exceptional. Last, of course, but not least, I want to thank our donors. We're proud of their connections to UND, their successes in their professions, and their willingness to give back. Every gift, regardless of its size, has made a difference. I've had the privilege of meeting some of these amazing individuals, and I can tell you that they love UND and what it did for them. And they want to ensure that future students have the same amazing experience as they did, or actually maybe even a better one. So I'm grateful for our donors and the giving of their time, talent, and treasure, and for their commitment, which enabled us to reach our campaign goals even earlier than we ever expected. Philanthropy is a love of humanity. Our goal at UND is to create an exceptional experience, both inside and outside the classroom, which reflects our commitment to students and which will change their lives. We hope then that these students will become dedicated alumni who will also want to give back to their alma mater and carry that love of humanity into the next generation. So let's celebrate our successful campaign completion today, but let's remember our commitment to the next generations that goes on. And so I ask, when does the next campaign begin?
Whenever Bob Kelly tells us it begins. Thank you, Dr. Reeser. I'm a very firm believer that philanthropy is what separates our country from the rest of the world. We're a society that values giving more than taking. And if you look around your surroundings and listen to what Adam, Dean Elruini, Provost LaBelle, and Vice President Reeser had to say, you will begin to understand how philanthropy has played a critical role impacting your daily life in the arts, healthcare, sports, education at every level, spiritually, and throughout our community and campus. Now, before we go, I'm going to share a little secret with all of you, if it's all right with Laura Block and Bob Knutson back there. Is it okay if we go ahead and do this? Please direct your attention to the screen behind me. One more time. Thank you. I want to share with you our excitement. As you'll see, in this past week, our generous investors have pushed the campaign past its $300 million goal. And there's still 10 months to go. When we set the goal of $300 million in the North Dakota Spirit Campaign for UND a little over 6 years ago, many thought that we were beyond overly optimistic, and in fact, many questioned our sanity. $300 million was almost $200 million more than any previous campaign in our state, at a little institution 75 miles down the road. And the UND Foundation had never taken on such a challenge. I want you to know that between the leadership of President Kelly and his team, our campus partners, the Board of Directors of the UND Alumni Association Foundation, and the leadership of the National Campaign Steering Committee, we've not only blown through this goal, but we are going to accomplish so much more throughout the balance of this campaign and beyond. But as mentioned before, the real heroes inside this campaign are the 36,400 alumni and friends who have invested in the University of North Dakota during the North Dakota Spirit Campaign, and we are so grateful to all of you. Some are here with us today. Thank you for impacting current students and those to come. You're the ones that have invested in the future of UND, our state and country, and the world that we live in. And I might mention that in this campaign, over 2/3 of the investors have come from outside of the state of North Dakota, investing in our future. We're so proud to be associated with each of you and very grateful. As we close here today, I'd like to thank my wife, Becky O'Keefe, for her support. And I'd like to ask all the members of our staff, please, to stand and be recognized for the passion that you bring this cause every day. The members of our staff at the UND Alumni Association Foundation will please stand. We're going to continue to celebrate Spirit Week, and as we do so, I invite you to join us back here at the Gretzky Alumni Center tomorrow at 3:30 for a conversation with Denny Bounds, a 1974 graduate and co-anchor of the top-rated King 5 News in Seattle, as he visits with Studio One director Monty Koschel about his journey in the communication and journalism field. Come back again on Saturday at 5 for a UND hockey pre-party. We'll have refreshments, a cash bar, and a free shuttle to the Ralph Engelstad Arena. But first, we hope that you'll stay with us today, enjoy lunch. Please enjoy a soup buffet from Campus Catering, and feel free to mingle with our staff and ask questions if you have them. Thank you very much for joining us for the second State of the University of North Dakota Alumni Association and Foundation address today. Thank you.